STARS, or Scottsdale Training and Rehabilitation Services, was founded as the Scottsdale Foundation for the Handicapped in 1973. STARS is community-based, community-supported, and contributes to the quality of life of our community. STARS provides a lifetime support system for individuals with developmental and cognitive disabilities and their families. It offers vocational work centers, community-based employment, day programs, life skills training, and recreational activities that encourage self-sufficiency and independent living for participants. The history of STARS parallels the history of Scottsdale and the dedication of its citizens and businesses to providing funds and friends in support of essential programs. In the early 1970s, the city of Scottsdale recognized an unmet need, a local program to serve adults with disabilities. Mary Snyder King, then an assistant in the city manager's office, was asked to research what services were available in Scottsdale, and she found none for adults with mental and physical disabilities. She was then asked to assemble a group of volunteers to see what could be done to remedy this gap in service.
When we started this, the model was take them away, off in an institution in the desert or the mountains or someplace, and take care of them, but don't have them in the community.
The first meeting of parents and community leaders interested in providing sheltered workshop opportunities to adults with mental challenges was held in March 1973. 2 months later, the 25-member board of directors of the newly incorporated Scottsdale Foundation for the Handicapped met to define its mission and begin its work. The board included parents, professionals, government entities, service clubs, women's groups, and caring Scottsdale residents. The foundation held its first fundraiser, a wine and cheese tasting at Our Lady of Perpetual Help, in September. The Scottsdale Foundation for the Handicapped inaugurated a program for its first 3 adult clients in January 1974. The Scottsdale JCs donated the use of their clubhouse for client programs and a trailer provided by the Arizona Department of Vocational Rehabilitation as office space. These loaned facilities were located adjacent to Scottsdale Stadium on what was then the JC's rodeo grounds. By October of 1974, they were serving 39 clients. January 1974 proved to be a busy month for the foundation. Las Madrinas, also known as the Godmothers, held its first official meeting as the auxiliary to the Scottsdale Foundation for the Handicapped. Their goal was to provide resources so that the foundation could offer much-needed services regardless of participants' ability to pay. The roster of early Las Madrinas is a virtual who's who of 1970s Scottsdale, including a future mayor, members of city council, parents and family members of foundation clients, business and community leaders, and kind-hearted citizens. The group created a signature event, Fiesta de las Madrinas, which quickly became a highlight of Scottsdale's social calendar. The first fiesta took place at the McCormick's Ranch House in 1974 and over the years has raised millions of dollars for STARS programs and facilities. Members of Las Madrinas found other creative ways to get the community involved in funding programs by supporting STARS Board of Directors fundraisers such as the Team Bass Tournaments at Roosevelt Lake, barbecues, fashion shows, rummage sales, golf tournaments, and 2 editions of a Las Madrinas cookbook. Until the foundation hired its first development director in the early 1990s, the Ladies of Las Madrinas organized all fundraisers through thousands of volunteer hours. Going way beyond fundraising, Las Madrinas has also sponsored birthday and holiday parties at STARS facilities and volunteered in many other significant ways. The foundation outgrew the JC's clubhouse and, with 56 participants in its programs, moved into the former Loloma Little School on 2nd Street in 1977. After a short stay at the former Apache Elementary School on 85th Street, the foundation found a permanent home at its Osborne Road facility in 1980, where they continue to operate today. Thanks to Las Madrinas, grants, and help from the construction industry, the foundation also opened a residential facility, Villa de las Madrinas, in the early 1980s. In 1999, the foundation opened a second training and work facility located in the Scottsdale Air Park, which served additional participants. To better reflect its mission, the Scottsdale Foundation for the Handicapped changed its name to Scottsdale Training and Rehabilitation Services in 2004. In 2010, STARS moved its northern programs on to the Cholla Special Needs Community Campus, expanding an existing partnership with the Scottsdale Unified School District to provide continuing support for individuals with developmental disabilities and their families. Each day, the STARS professional staff, under the leadership of President and CEO Virginia Corti, serves 180 participants with developmental disabilities, learning disabilities, traumatic brain injuries, autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, seizure disorders, and other mental, physical, and sensory challenges. Job coaching and placement promotes self-sufficiency and boosts the self-worth of participants who become productive citizens in the community. For example, area businesses such as Cox Communications and the Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce are contracted to have projects completed at STARS in-house work centers, and STARS participants receive a paycheck for their efforts, some of them for the first time in their lives. Other businesses like Fry's Food Stores, Scottsdale Healthcare, Harkins, Sprouts, and AJ's Fine Foods currently employ close to 50 STARS participants and value each for their dedication, attendance record, and enthusiasm. Throughout its 38-year history, STARS has benefited from the generosity of individuals, organizations, and businesses who share the goal of helping STARS participants to gain independence and be included in all aspects of community life. Groups like the National Charity League, Scottsdale Honors Cotillion, General Dynamics, Scottsdale Insurance, Rotary Clubs, the Scottsdale Charros, and others too numerous to mention have donated funds or volunteer hours to enhance programs and expand activities at STARS. Funds raised have allowed participants to learn from life skills classes, as well as enjoy cooking and music classes, art projects, indoor and outdoor recreation, and talent shows. Fulfilling the dream of STARS founder and diversity champion Mary King, program participants may also attend the annual Las Madrinas Fiesta, giving attendees the opportunity to, indeed, dance with the stars. Created, built, and maintained by Scottsdale's boundless community spirit and dedicated volunteers, Scottsdale Training and Rehabilitation Services has allowed people with special challenges to live life to the fullest. Thanks to STARS, hundreds of adults have achieved their highest individual levels of personal, social, and economic independence.